We know the Patriots need to draft a wide receiver. We also know they need to bulk up the left side of the offensive line, but a position we really haven't discussed in depth is the running back position. Who are they going to draft to possibly compete with Rhamondre, Stevenson, and Antonio Gibson? Well, we're going to break that down here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. Before we hop into all the ins and the outs and all the draft prospects, I want to ask you guys, which running back should the Patriots draft? Any round, any running back? Go on ahead, put it in the comment section down below, and let's head into it. One of the most stacked running back classes I have seen over the last decade probably for the NFL Draft, and the Patriots should absolutely capitalize on some of the workhorses that could tote the rock for New England this year and possibly bulk up the run game. We know our passing game has been the number one priority, but we've got Drake May, we've got Stefon Diggs. Who should we put in the backfield? And we know the Patriots are looking to draft a running back because Mike Vrabel said this a few weeks ago, saying having a good young runner, that's potentially something we would like to do. People talk about Rhamondre and putting the ball on the ground, and he knows that. We'll help him there. And also, we're going to make sure the other 10 players know their job is to protect the guy with the ball. And with the Patriots having 9 total draft picks in 2025, I mean, look, you could take a running back with pick number 69, pick number 77. Thank you, Matthew Judon. You can even go back to via Dallas and the Joe Milton trade later in round 5. I'm not saying it's got to be pick number 4 overall, but in one of these slots, there needs to be a running back. Mel Kiper, obviously the number one draft analyst out there from ESPN, gave his big board for running backs. And obviously Ashton Jeanty, Omarion Hampton, Quinshon Judkins, you guys know these names. We're going to talk a little bit here about possibly an RJ Harvey, a Cam Skattebo, types of players that will be available once the Patriots have already touched on their number one priorities in the offense. But before we break into those guys, I need to let you know, do not expect the Patriots to draft Ashton Jeanty or Omarion Hampton. Why? They're going to be gone by the time the Patriots' second pick comes along at pick number 38. They're not going to be on the board. Those are first-round guys. And before you get in the comment section, let me make it clear. The Patriots will not be drafting Ashton Jeanty with pick number 4 overall in the 2025 NFL Draft. If they do, I quit. I am leaving Chat Sports if Ashton Jeanty will be a Patriot with pick number 4. There is no doubt Jeanty is phenomenal. There's a reason why he was a Heisman finalist. But that is not what the Patriots need at pick number 4. For the love, Elliott Wolf, do not draft Jeanty at 4. All right, now that that's done, let's talk about other running backs in the class, because I think this class is extremely stacked. And if they do end up drafting somebody in round 3, round 4, day 3 maybe, these are going to be good backs. That is how deep this is. So while you may be starstruck by a guy like Jeanty in the first round, do not neglect the later rounds and the good running backs that are still available. And as we've seen from reports, there are 3 attributes the Patriots are really trying to get in this year's draft in a running back. They're looking for a speed back because you've got your knuckles. You've got your bruising back with Rhamondre Stevenson. They're looking for a pass catcher. Rhamondre really wasn't the greatest running back pass catcher, and especially for Josh McDaniels, who we know, as Patriots fans, we have seen this over the last 20 years of McDaniels' offense, that he likes a running back with good hands. They're also looking for explosion, which, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. They want an explosive back. So those 3 attributes we're going to be breaking down here for 10 running back prospects for the Patriots draft. We'll start it off here in running backs day 1 and day 2. We're looking more so around a round 2 pick or possibly later in the first round if they do end up trading. Dylan Sampson is a projected 2 to 3 round draft pick from the running back out of Tennessee, RJ Harvey, Jarquez Hunter, Cam Skattebo, and DJ Giddens. As you guys can see, all of these projections are between round 2 and round 5. That should be optimal for the Patriots to try and snag a running back in those rounds. So I'll ask you guys, which round should the Patriots draft a running back? Do you want it to be offensive lineman Will Campbell, pick number 4? And then do you want to see a Dylan Sampson, pick number 38, round 2? Let me know which round you want to draft a running back with. So I told you guys what the Patriots are looking for in the skill set at running back. So I kind of broke it down here for each possible prospect. Dylan Sampson out of Tennessee, the speed back. He's a very average running back time, 4.48. But as a pass catcher, wasn't really utilized the most at Tennessee. 20 receptions, 143 yards. It's not giving what McDaniels is probably going to need in terms of a nice wheel route, jet sweep kind of running back. Explosive, yes. That is his number one trait here. He's very shifty through the trenches, and he does really well with running with men on his back. He knows how to gain that extra yard even after that contact. And also, a nice little note here, he's already had a pre-draft visit with the Patriots, so clearly they are interested in Sampson, probably around a round 3 pick because they have 2 in that scenario. But what about RJ Harvey, right? He's a little bit faster here than Sampson, and obviously he uses his hands a lot more. Same amount of receptions as Sampson, but a lot more yards, about 100 more yards. That's giving more McDaniels type of vibes in the offense. And his explosion, he really specializes in that burst after contact. He knows how to stay low to the ground. Ball protection, that's number 1 here. And he knows how to weave in between those gaps and continue to hit his strides. And something really interesting about him that I do think Josh McDaniels is really going to like, he was a lifelong quarterback before he went to running back at UCF. That just screams a Josh McDaniels type of guy in the offenses that he runs of utilizing a quarterback mentality, but knows how to use his hands like a wide receiver and run through the gaps like a running back. I mean, that's a triple threat for a guy like McDaniels. Then you look at a guy like Jarquez Hunter, 4.4 average, so he is a bit of a speed back there. Kind of the same thing with Dylan Sampson, not utilized enough in pass catching, but his explosion is run after contact machine. This kid actually is like the Black Panther suit. The more he gets hit, the more he just generates power and bursts through that line. I think that would be really great, but it's reminding me too much of Rhamondre Stevenson. If they're looking for a speed back, then I do think you go with RJ Harvey, who tends to be a little bit quicker and uses his hands. I don't really want another Rhamondre when you've already got a bruising back. But man, oh man, is this guy thick. When I tell you Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley, they squat about 550, 600 pounds. This dude is squatting 635 pounds. That is NFL material. So no doubt he will be good at the next level. And the name that everybody has heard of is Cam Skattebo out of Arizona State University. A little bit slower, but that's because he's got thick thighs. He's definitely bigger on the lower half of his body, which is not a bad thing for a running back, but he is one of the slowest out of my prospects. But the pass catcher, that is by far the best hands you can get with a running back, probably in this draft, later after the first round. He's a very low to the ground type of guy. Because he's shorter, because he's thicker, he likes to stay low, which is going to be tougher for that second level of defense, the linebackers to try and wrap him up and take him down. But speaking of linebackers, he does play like a linebacker. He's got the mentality of that guy that has to know everywhere and everything on the field, and he knows how to break through the tackles. I think linebacker is one of the most important positions on defense, and if you've got a running back with the mentality of a linebacker, I mean, that's a really good fit for a guy like McDaniels. Another player here, DJ Giddens. You go back to the same average speed back. That's a check. He knows how to put a little bit of gas under his tank. Pass catcher, 258 yards, 21 receptions. He's proven that he's got sticky hands, but not to the point of a Cam Skattebo type of utilization. He does lack explosiveness, so I don't know if the Patriots would be willing to put all their eggs in one basket because they're trying to look for all 3 elements here. And when he lacks the creativity and the explosion, then maybe he starts to fall a little bit in the Patriots draft board. But 1 fumble in 2 years might be nice to pair with the fumble machine that is Rhamondre Stevenson. So he knows that ball security. He may make up for ball security in his lack of explosion. That could be something that could move him up in the Patriots' eyes. But when I look at the day 1, day 2 running back targets, I'm going to overall go here that it's going to be Jarquez Hunter and Cam Skattebo as my two top targets that will fit the Patriots mold the best. I know that with Hunter, you're just going to get a thick lower half, can squat 635-pound guy, which you might compare him a little bit too much to Rhamondre, but I think Skattebo is probably the best option here because of his pass-catching abilities. Josh McDaniels can open the playbook so much wider with a pass catcher, with a running back that can act as a pass catcher, which Stevenson didn't utilize as much last year. We also didn't have McDaniels. Should the Patriots draft Cam Skattebo? Type Y for yes, type in for no. Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm going to go with yes, but it all depends on availability. Let me know in the comment section if you guys haven't already. Next, I'm going to talk about day 3 running back targets. We've got 2 5th-round picks and 2 7th-round picks. The Patriots could snag a running back. Before I do that, I do want to make sure you guys have got your tickets locked and loaded for the New England Patriots games later this year. If you don't want to wait that long, there are plenty of games that you guys can check out right now on GameTime. The official ticketing partnership of Patriots Today by Chat Sports. GameTime is the only app that I use to get tickets to any sporting event, concert, comedy show, or maybe even the theater. And, like I said, Patriots games far away. Right now in your backyard in Boston, the Celtics are playing for the NBA playoffs. This is one of my favorite postseason events ever. I think that NBA playoff atmosphere is like none other, and you guys can get great deals on great seats using GameTime. In fact, you can get the lowest price guaranteed when you buy your tickets. You can also get a nice 180 view in your app from your seat before you buy. That way you guys know this is the seat I want to watch history be made. So if you guys want to go ahead and get your tickets to the Red Sox, the Bruins, the Celtics, the Patriots, GameTime is the app for you. You can also save up to 60% off by buying last minute for sports, concerts, comedy, the theater, any event that needs a ticket. GameTime's got you covered. Go on ahead and download the GameTime app. Use promo code CHATSPORTS. That's going to give you guys $20 off your first time buying tickets while terms do apply. Once again, go on ahead, download the GameTime app, use promo code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download GameTime today. What time is it? It is game time. And you guys see running back day 3, LeQuint Allen, Woody Marks, Jaydon Blue, Tahj Brooks, and Donovan Edwards are more so your round 5, round 4 through round 7. These are your later draft picks, but still very good attributes and can be a good project for a guy like McDaniels and Vrabel. So a guy like LeQuint Allen out of Syracuse, how does he fit in with the Patriots? Well, he didn't participate in his 40-yard dash, so I have no idea how he is as a speed back. So I'm automatically going to probably knock him off my board here a little bit. He also lacks burst, so I just don't think that that's going to be anything the Patriots are looking for. No 40-yard dash time and doesn't have explosion, so probably not going to be my guy in number 1. Marks, how does he fit? Woody Marks has actually been on my mock drafts a few times now. He's a very fast running back, which actually does compare to another guy I looked at in the first couple of rounds, which was RJ Harvey. Great hands, 321 yards on 47 receptions. He's very smart, great football IQ in the trenches, and 1 fumble and 608 carries. I like the sound of that. Jaydon Blue is a very interesting prospect because he visited with the New England Patriots already. So maybe a round 5 later type of draft pick is where Blue may fall. Same thing that we did see here from the last guy in Marks. Good hands, sticky hands, 4'4", very average, and he has very adequate wiggle room in the trenches. So good project for a guy like McDaniels. Tahj Brooks, 4'5", a little bit on the slower side here, not really utilized in the passing game. He is a workhorse, and he does have very good hands when he does catch. Very, very few drops, but I think overall, if you're going for a speed back, 4'5" is not probably going to pop out on page to me later in the draft. And then Donovan Edwards, 4.4, 18 receptions, 83 yards. I mean, that's not going to do anything for Josh McDaniels. That's worse than Rhamondre Stevenson. He also lacks creativity and was not able to push through and become the running back 1 for Michigan. So he is very tough, though. But I just don't think it's going to be somebody that's going to fit in the Patriots mold. So overall, I am going to go with Woody Marks out of USC, or I'll go with Texas Jaydon Blue. Knowing that Blue has already made a visit with New England is a guy I would definitely keep on my radar moving forward, because if Vrabel's interested, I don't see how they could let him go. So I think that Rhamondre Blue would be a really good addition in day 3 for the Patriots of the NFL Draft. But overall, who is your favorite running back in this draft class? For all those Ashton Jeanty lovers, now is the time to put Ashton Jeanty in the comment section, not for pick number 4. We will be live for the Patriots Draft on day 1, so if you guys haven't already, go on ahead and hit that sub button for me.